Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Dear students, this video is just a continuation of our previous two videos. Okay. In our last video, we were going to introduce books of classical mechanics which have been saved in my computer. Okay, and in previous video we had also introduced some books. Okay, so during last two videos we have introduced many books of classical mechanics, but still there are a lot of books to be shown on screen so that you can have well information about those books. Okay, dear students, this is the folder of classical mechanics, and in our previous video we had introduced books up to this Dieter Strach. Okay, then next to Dieter Strach there is a book by Chesser having 44 pages. Okay, anyhow we open this book. Dear students, after this book, the book which I am going to introduce is of much more importance. Okay, anyhow, first we come towards this book. Okay, Mechanics, W. Chester. Okay, Mechanics, W. Chester, first published in 1979. Okay, now we move to its contents. Chapter number 1, vectors. Chapter number 2, kinematics. Chapter number 3, dynamics. Chapter number 4, resisting forces. Chapter number 5, impulse, momentum, work and energy. Okay, energy. Yes, energy. Okay. Chapter number 6, oscillations. Chapter number 7, central forces. Chapter number 8, systems of particles. Chapter number 9, angular vectors. Chapter number 10, moments. Chapter number 11, rigid bodies. Chapter number 12, virtual work and Lagrange equations. Okay. Chapter number 13, non-linear problems, and then index is given at page 429. Okay. I think it is enough. Okay, now we move on to next book. Okay, dear students, this book which I am now going to open is very important. Okay, compendium of theoretical physics. Okay, this book is very important. Yes, this book. Okay, what I have said this book is very important. Compendium of theoretical physics, Armin Wacher, Henning Hoeber. Okay, authors names are slightly unusual, so a slight incorrect pronunciation is also acceptable. Okay, Armin Wacher, Henning Hoeber. Its publisher is Springer. Okay, Armin Wacher, Henning Hoeber. Compendium of Theoretical Physics, Armin Wacher, Henning Hoeber. Compendium of Theoretical Physics, Springer publisher. This book was published in the year 2006. Okay, now we move to its contents. I have found this book very helpful. Okay, so dear students, you can see preface was written in the year 2005. Okay, October 2005, but copywriter of 2006, it does not make very much difference. Okay, now we come towards its contents. Okay, chapter number 1, mechanics. Chapter number 2, electrodynamics. Chapter number 3, quantum mechanics. Chapter number 4, statistical physics and thermodynamics. And then appendix begins at page number 489. And index is given at page number 507. Okay, I think it is enough. I recommend this book. Okay, dear students, next to this we open the other book. Okay, yes. Dear students, Professor Dr. Ing Vasilis Zolga. Okay, theoretical mechanics. Theoretical mechanics. Lecture notes and sample problems. Part 1. Statics of the particle of the rigid body and the systems of bodies. Kinematics of the particle. Okay, 2010. This book was published in 2010. Contents chapter number 1 is introduction. Then statics. Chapter number 2, system of forces. Chapter number 3, centers of gravity. Chapter number 4, statics of the particle. Chapter number 5, statics of the rigid body. Chapter number 6, systems of rigid bodies. Chapter number 7, trusses. Now part of kinematics begin. Okay, part of kinematics begins. Okay, chapter number 8, kinematics of the particle. And this is the end. I think it is enough. Okay, now we open next book. Okay, dear students, this book is typed in relatively old technology. Anyhow, actually such books are usually reprinted under a name or trend Kindle edition. Okay, anyhow, we do not go in such detail. Principles of Dynamics by Donald T. Greenwood. Okay, it's it, actually its print is not very much clear, but the book is enough authentic. Okay, I think we do not go to contents because this book print is not fine. Okay, anyhow, title of this book is Principles of Dynamics and author is Donald T. Greenwood. At the most we can see in which year it was published. Okay, it will be it will become clear from seeing copyright portion. Okay, appendix is given at page 509. I think enough. We do not go in such detail. Okay, now we open next book. Dear students, next book is Graduate Classical Mechanics, Michael Fowler. Okay, University of Virginia, Liber Texts. Okay, I think it is enough. Okay, now we move to next book. Okay, yes, Analytical Dynamics. Okay, Analytical Dynamics, Haim Baru. Okay, I do not know the exact pronunciation of this author. However, apparently it appears as Haim Baru, Haimbaruh. Okay, WCB McGraw-Hill. This is the publisher. Copyright 1999. Okay, this book was published in the year 1999. Its first chapter is basic principles. Chapter number 2 is relative motion. Chapter number 3 is dynamics of a system of particles. Chapter number 4 is analytical mechanics, basic concepts. Chapter number 5 is analytical mechanics, additional topics. Chapter number 6 is rigid body geometry. Chapter number 7 is rigid body kinematics. Okay, chapter number 8 is rigid body dynamics basic concepts. Chapter number 9 is dynamics of rigid bodies advanced concepts. Okay, chapter number 10 is qualitative analysis of rigid body motion. Chapter number 11 is dynamics of lightly flexible bodies. Chapter number 12 is no, chapter number 11 is the last chapter. Okay, after it, this chapter appendix begins and index is given at page number 707. Okay, now we move to next book. Okay, next book, introduction to Lagrangian and Hamiltonian mechanics. It has only 112 pages. I think I do not open this book. Okay, then next book is Landau, Lev D. Landau, um, Lifshitz. Okay, it has pages 198 and 198. I also omit this book. Okay, dear students, introduction to Lagrangian and Hamiltonian mechanics. This book is relatively small, having 112 pages. Anyhow, we open, it has only 112 pages. Okay, and next to it the book has 198 pages. This is the situation of this book, introduction to Lagrangian and Hamiltonian mechanics. Its authors are Jacob Linder and Ivor H. Bravik. Okay, this is enough. Now we open the book which has pages 198. Okay, Landau Lifshitz. Okay, mechanics, third edition. At third edition, Course of Theoretical Physics, Volume 1, L. D. Landau and E. M. Lifshitz. Okay, mechanics, third edition. Okay, dear students, its first edition was published in 1960, then 1969, then 1976. After 1976, it was reprinted in various years. Okay, we have nothing to do with it. This is not very much important for us. Okay, this is enough. Okay, now we open next book. Okay, this is the next book. It contains 543 pages perhaps. Methods of analytical dynamics. Okay, methods of analytical dynamics, advanced engineering series, Irving Shames, consulting editor. Methods of analytical dynamics, Leonard Marowitz. Okay, this is the author name, and it is also slightly unusual for us. Okay, Leonard Marowitz. Leonard Marowitz. McGraw-Hill publisher, copyright 1970. Now we move to its contents. Okay, contents. Chapter number 1, fundamentals of Newtonian mechanics. Chapter number 2, fundamentals of analytical mechanics. Chapter number 3, motion relative to rotating reference frames. Chapter number 4, rigid body dynamics. Chapter number 5, behavior of dynamical systems, geometry theory. Okay, Chapter number 6, stability of multi-degree of freedom, autonomous systems. Chapter number 7, non-autonomous systems. Chapter number 8, analytical solutions by perturbation techniques. Chapter number 9, transformation theory, the Hamilton-Jacobi equation. Chapter number 10, the gyroscope theory and applications. Chapter number 11, problems in celestial mechanics. Chapter number 12, problems in spacecraft dynamics. And then appendix begins. Okay. Subject index is given at page 511. Okay. Now we open next book. Okay, which has 543 pages. Okay, 543 pages book. Next. Okay. Dear students, it is important to say that Wolfgang Nolting, this is actually a series of books. Okay, under this name Wolfgang Nolting, several books are given. Okay, many books are given. In our other videos we will come to meet this situation again and again. Okay, Wolfgang Nolting, theoretical physics 1, classical mechanics. Publisher is Springer. 2016. Okay, this book was published in the year 2016. Now we come towards its contents. Here you can see, dear students, classical mechanics volume 1, analytical mechanics volume 2, electrodynamics volume 3, special theory of relativity volume 4, thermodynamics volume 5. Okay, and then quantum mechanics basic volume 6, quantum mechanics methods and applications volume 7, statistical physics volume 8, many body theory volume 9. Okay, its preface was written in May 2015. Okay, in Berlin, Germany. Okay, Wolfgang Nolting is perhaps author of this book. Okay, preface to volume 1. We have nothing to do with this. Okay, now we see its contents. Chapter number 1, mathematical preparations. Chapter number 2, mechanics of the free mass point. Chapter number 3, mechanics of many particle systems. Chapter number 4, the rigid body. Chapter number, okay, no. Then index is given at page 523. Okay, now we open next book. This is the next book. This is again Wolfgang Nolting. Previous book was theoretical physics 1, and this is theoretical physics 2, analytical mechanics. Okay, Springer is publisher. Published in 2016. We move to its contents. Lagrange mechanics, chapter number 1. Hamilton mechanics, chapter 2. Hamilton-Jacobi theory, chapter 3. And then index is given at page 355. Okay, and now this is the last book of first folder of classical mechanics. yet another folder is pending, and that folder will be introduced or discussed in next video. Okay, this is part 3 of books of classical mechanics, and this practice may continue up to 5 or 6 videos. Okay, Wolfgang Nolting, Theoretical Physics 9, Fundamentals of Many Body Physics, second edition, translated by William D. Brewer. Springer is publisher. 2009. Okay, first edition was in 2009 and second edition is in 2018. Okay, 2009 and 2018. Now we move to its contents. Its preface was written in August 2008. Okay, chapter number 1, second quantization. Chapter number 2, many body model systems. Chapter number 3, Green's functions. Chapter number 4, systems of interacting particles. Chapter number 5 is perturbation theory. Chapter number 6 is perturbation theory at finite temperatures. Chapter number 7, no, chapter number 6 is the last chapter, and index is given at page number 685. And this is the end of this book, and this is the end of our first folder of books of classical mechanics. We will begin our other folder in our next video. Till then, Allah Hafiz. Okay.